We're going to get started. If you have any microphone problems or anything, just message me in the chat box and I'll do the best I can to switch over internets. But welcome, guys. My name is Dave Nelson. That is me there on the right. That's a book I released last year. I think it must have been November now, which was my third year in the business. But tonight, we're not here to talk about that or me. We're here to talk about the Your Health opportunity. And really what we're here for is to find the next generation of leaders to really expand this company, not only in Australia, whatever city you're in, but on a global scale. So really after big thinkers, people that want more out of life. But that's my favorite quote there. There's no greater thing you can do with your life than something that serves yourself and others. And that's actually a Richard Branson quote. And I think it really symbolizes best what it is we do. Because that's probably, I always say, that's probably the hardest thing about our business is people don't really get what we do exactly. So how do we serve ourselves and how do we serve others? Well, here is our mission statement: building fulfilled lives through health, wealth, self, and impact. So what does that mean? Well, the way I see it is most people live their lives in a place or space of survival. Okay, they're just trying to survive their health. Step one, they're just trying to survive the bulge, trying to survive the energy, enough Red Bull, coffee, sugar to get us through the day till we go to sleep, trying to survive illness, trying to survive just being a sickness, disease, cancer statistic. And not too many people actually thriving with their health right now, in great shape, feeling good, full of energy, illness free, really out there living life. So I think we've got an incredible product range. You're going to see tonight. And you'll see how we really help that. And I'm seeing that, you come to a presentation in person and you're going to see that for your own eyes. Secondly, most people are in survive mode with their wealth. We're just trying to survive the bills. We're trying to survive rent. We're trying to survive just living paycheck to paycheck, trying to survive our job that we don't even want to be at, So for me, I believe we're here to do more than that. If you're on this call, you're, fortunate enough to be own a computer. I believe you're destined to do more than just survive and go through the life like in the rat race, sitting on like a rat on a wheel, just going as fast as you can, trying your best, trying to do degrees and courses and get a job, and only to keep getting further and further behind. And the next one is really most people are just trying to survive the self. We're trying to survive our own demons, our own mindset, our own, I don't know if depression they say 50% of people have, but I think it's further than that, trying to find our purpose, trying to find, the meaning or desire or happiness within our own lives. So not too many people are really thriving. They're not on purpose. They're living well. They're reading. They're developing. They're speaking. Their relationships are getting better. They're learning leadership. And we've got an incredible platform for the health and self platform as well. And, from Donald Trump to Kiyosaki to Success Magazine to Forbes, there's a lot of very successful people that agree that this is a great platform. And then lastly, I believe the true fulfillment in life comes from when you get out of survive mode and you're really in thrive mode. You're thriving with your finances, you're growing your income, you're expanding, you're making money, you're saving, you're traveling, you're in great health, you're learning, you're developing as a person, and you're taken care of. That's when you want to make a difference. That's when you want to impact other people. And through this platform, you've got an ability to directly impact a lot of people's health, wealth, and self. But also, if you do make enough money, you can make as big an impact as you like. And really, whether that be helping your family, charity, whatever it is you want to do. And that's what I love about this vehicle. So that's a little bit of, I guess, my take on what this company is, what we're about. This is very, very in line with the team's core values, what we're trying to do. And I think it is a group of people that do think a little bit deeper, that do want more out of life, and maybe are a little bit philosophical and aren't just going to accept mediocrity, accept poor health, accept having a headache all the time, accept struggling with your weight, accept going paycheck to paycheck and just paying bills till we die. So that's what it's about. My journey. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about my story really quickly because I want to get through the information. But if my story can help give you some belief tonight, which it should, then it's going to be worthwhile. So this is my journey. I got started in network marketing with this company in 2011, mid to or late 2011, really. And at that point, I was broker than broke. I needed $20,000 to qualify for broke. I'd been through 13, not 23, 13 different careers, going job to job. I was a qualified landscape builder. I was a real estate agent. I did sales. I did personal training, and didn't matter what I did. I was always on that. Felt like I was in that rat race, just plugging away on that wheel and not getting any further ahead. And I was pretty angry at the world. I wanted to be successful. Didn't have a vehicle, and how broke was I? When I started, I was living in a share room in a share house with a crazy old lady, and looking back now is probably a great experience in a sense, but at the time it was hell. I was broke. That blue car, we've still got it actually. If you go to my house in Rowville, southeast suburbs of Melbourne, you'll see there's punch marks all over it. And that was just I guess, a representation of my mindset. The lowest point in that car is I went to go to the service station. I didn't have any money left and I couldn't get home. And I had no money on my card. I had no cash. And funny story is I actually withdrew cash that day, but I was so stressed I forgot to take the money out of the machine and someone else stole it. So anyway, couldn't afford to fill up my car. So I broke up my credit card into 100 pieces and basically went to the counter and said, look, take the info. Process it tonight, it'll go through, there's money on it, and here's my ID. I'm not going anywhere. And I got home safely to live for another day. But when you don't, worse than being broke is not having direction, and that's where I was. And I was fortunate enough to be introduced to this industry. I got started from rock bottom. I would park my car a block away. I couldn't afford to pay for a coffee to do my meetings, so I'd avoid eye contact with the waiters while I did my meeting, and then sneak out the door when no one was looking. So, I come from broker than broke personally. But a year into the business, things started to turn around for me. I started to get my confidence, started to get my mojo, if you like. And by the end of 2012, I was able to purchase a reasonably nice car. At that stage, December 2012, I actually had our own place to rent, so life wasn't that bad. And then by 2013, sort of my second year in the business, started to get a little bit of momentum and purchase something a little bit maybe audacious in the red car, and it was a lot of fun. What do they say? You got to do it while you're young. You got to live once. So that was my first couple of years, and then this year I've actually been able to buy. I guess you could call it my first home, or it is my first home, but I guess you could call it my dream house. So yeah, it's been an incredible story. I've had an incredible 4 years, but it has been, for me, it feels like it's been very, very slow and steady. If you look at these photos in hindsight, you probably say it's grown fast. But I've done a lot of work in 4 years, and I think a lot of people don't make money in this industry. I'm going to be very honest with you, but the reason is they come into this industry with a 20% work ethic and about a 2-month go at it. And I think people think if they can just do a little bit and get rich. You can't get rich doing a little bit. You can make a little bit if you do a little bit. You can get rich if you do a lot. Okay, so that's the reality of this industry. But I'm the most passionate person about this industry. I'm a testament to what this industry can do for people. And not only that, the team's starting to do some big things as well. So I think we've got over 60 people who've purchased a luxury car, but the next goal is to get 50, 60 people into a luxury home. That's my next goal. So why do I show you all this? Why do we show you these pictures? It's not so I can say, look at me. Aren't I fantastic? Go buy my book so I can make my $2 commission. That's not why. It is because this is a representation of what's possible for you. And you've got an easier platform than I had. Because when I started, this first 2 years, we're shipping from America. We're shipping cost $80, sometimes over a week to send out, problems. We've got the perfect platform now. We've finished the foundation stages of setting up. This company's been set up very, very well. And, if we'll talk about what's required for you to get there a bit later. So why am I on this call tonight? Purpose of tonight's call is we are, not just me, we are looking for new leaders. And in leaders, we're looking for all ages, demographic, and sexes. We actually need it. So if you're not like me, a 27-year-old male that's into, fitness and sales and business and life, whatever, that excites me. We're looking for females that are older. We're looking for males that are older. We're looking for different ethnicities, different interest groups. That's what actually expands this into a multi-million-dollar company, to $100 million company, to $1 billion company. So we're looking for people from all walks of life. And don't worry if you don't see yourself as a leader. I think it's a very overused word. I certainly wasn't a leader when I got started. I don't necessarily see myself as a leader now. I'm just a guy that goes out, knows what he wants, executes the plan, and tries to help people along the same path. And if that makes me a leader, then so be it. But it's not something I think about too much. So don't worry. For me, a leader is just someone that has a desire, wants more out of life, has that vision for themselves. They know they can do more. They're willing to learn and takes action on a plan. If you're willing to do that, in my book, you're a leader. Okay. So in Australia, if you're listening on this call from Australia tonight, we have 0.0001% of Australia using the products and 0.00001% of the world. So it's fair to say this is a ground floor opportunity with plenty of opportunity for enormous growth here. So the way I look at it, the bigger your goals, the better. You want to be the next Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn. They all did it through network marketing. So I applaud that. I'm excited by people that want more out of life. If you can push me to be better, then hey, we're going to work well together in this company. And lastly, what's the goal? If you like what you see tonight, we want to set up further meetings with leaders so that we can discuss any questions you may have, discuss a game plan that might work for you, and then we can look at and discuss our partnership moving forward. So that's pretty much the intro, guys, but let's get into the juicy bits, okay? Oh, and lastly, I forgot this one. We want to get you to have 3,000 orders per month as fast as possible, because when you're doing consistent 3,000 orders a month, ballpark, you should be making a similar income to myself. So those pictures of the house and whatnot, that's what it's going to take. And I know 3,000 people sounds like a lot, but just remember, McDonald's has 29,000 franchises. That's not customers, franchises. And I'm guessing Ray Kroc didn't recruit them all, okay? It's a system in place that multiplies. It's the same here. So don't freak out at 3,000. I haven't even signed up 100 people in my whole career. So, and I like to think I'm fairly good at this, so don't stress. But this is the company, Your Health's the company. They're just some logos, which we'll talk about actually through this, but I'm going to talk about the products for the next 12 minutes or so. The key one you want to look at there is the Therapeutic Goods Administration. It's extremely hard to get that. It took us nearly 18 months to get that certification on our products. It basically means our manufacturers are the highest standards, but we'll talk about details later. All right, so meet the team. I'm not going to go through the profile of every doctor. Google them. They've got some incredible credentials there, from medical inventors, doctors of the year, Olympic doctors, through to Hall of Famers in the NFL, to World K1 best ever. The point of this slide is to show you this isn't made by some guy, some bodybuilder with his bro science. It's not made by a businessman that's just trying to make money. It's really been put together by some incredible people. And there's even people just as incredible that aren't on this page, which I know had a lot to do with getting these products where they are today. But we don't have time to go through all of them. But why is the world heading to supplementation right now? So I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but as you know, the supplement industry is thriving right now. 75% of people in the Western world now take supplements. Why is that? Okay, there's many studies. We can show you tens of studies that represent this, but basically our fruit and vegetables, even the good stuff, doesn't have a lot left in it. And that's only graphs to 1997. It's got a lot worse in the last 10 years. So you can imagine how hard it is, even if you're one of the 4 or 5% that eat enough fruit and vegetables daily, you're probably still not getting the nutrients that your body needs to run efficiently daily. And then for the other 95% of us that don't eat enough fruit and vegetables, well, you can imagine how big a problem you are having as well. So why do we have so many health problems? Well, it's pretty simple. We all know this, but this graph I like because it kind of explains it in visual terms. I'm pretty simple, so I'm a visual guy. But we're overfed, yet undernourished. So what the typical Western diet on the left, it is very high in calories, bad fats, bad sugars, and chemicals. All the stuff that we don't need. And why are they so high? Well, they taste great, they're addictive, and they're very cheap and very profitable for the big corporations. So that's why your food is filled with that. So if you're struggling with your health, it's not entirely your fault. There's that much information out there now, it's becoming your fault. But moving forward, we got choices. And our food is very low, as we saw, even the good stuff, very low in minerals and vitamins, antioxidants, proteins, fiber, good bacteria, all the things we actually need. Okay, beside water and your carbs and proteins, fats, but you guys get the point. And that's what happens to the human body when it's running like that for too long, when it's high in all the good stuff, bad stuff, and very, very low in all the stuff your body needs. Well, we start to get, yes, headaches. We start to struggle with our weight. We always got the flu. We're always feeling run down. We got no energy. We're relying on caffeine. Okay, and longer term, what happens? Yes, you got it. All the bad shit. Okay, so your health really reverses that to a degree. Our philosophy is we're very low in all the bad stuff. Low calorie, low fats, low sugars, low chemicals and additives and all that sort of stuff. Very high in all the stuff that your body can't get from its food anymore and rarely gets from even the good food. You know, loaded with antioxidants, proteins, fiber, probiotics, enzymes, minerals and vitamins, all the stuff your body cannot run efficiently without. And we do that in our sets. So if you buy a set of products, they're specifically designed to pretty much cover the one-stop shop, to cover a little bit of all of the above and make sure your body is getting everything it needs. Okay, so that's how they're designed. Really simple philosophy. And what happens when people start doing this? Well, I've seen everything from weight loss. I've seen elite athletes get stronger, faster, recover better, skin clear up. You know, that's what I noticed. Sleep better. You know, the results are endless. They really are. The company is so confident that you will feel, and not only you, but your team and customers will feel amazing results. We offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can't get this at retail stores. You can't get this at other online stores. And also, we've got Your NDS, which is a nutritional delivery system. It's an incredible science, all based on enzymes, and we've got enzymes in the products that actually ensure that you're absorbing the stuff you're taking. And, you know, a lot of the stuff we take in the supermarket, it's very low quality. It's man-made. It has no enzymes. The body can't recognize it. And that's why our urine is bright, bright yellow, or sometimes, if you're really unhealthy, even brown. So you're not going to get that too much here unless you take 25 vitamins at once, because your body can only uptake what it needs. But there's no one else in the world has this. You can guarantee from two ends that you're going to get what you need, because you can take it back if you don't like it, but also know that this stuff actually absorbs into the body, because our philosophy is it's not what you put in your body, it's what your body actually absorbs that it can use. Some other bonuses that really separate Your Health as the best customer program in the world, hands down, besides having a need-based, plant-based products that people need. But you've got the Thermo Slim Nutrition Guide here. You'll be blown away at how good this nutrition guide is. I've been in the fitness industry a number of years, and I've never seen anything that in detail. You can pay your $200 to your Instagram shredded warrior that you follow. You're not going to get anything half as quality as this, in my opinion. Generally, anyway. Maybe there's a few that put in some effort, but not many. And then also, we reward our loyal customers. Every time you reorder, you know, if you're on the AutoShip program, you get 5% off, then 10, then 15, then 20, gifts, prizes. And again, guys, there's nowhere in the world that offers the incentives for the customers that this great company does, and why I believe this will be one of the biggest companies in the world, which we'll talk about a little bit later as well. So we also have a Your Best Body Championship. Basically, it's an 8-week challenge that launches every 2 weeks, all year round. So it's not just something that comes around in winter or summer, but as you can see, there's male, female, slim, and sculpt. So we've got something for everyone. If you've got someone overweight looking to drop weight, they can enter that one. If you've got someone that's already in good shape, just wanting to enhance it, as you can see, there's some pretty fit people scrolling through my page there. But you know, I think the results of these products are beyond weight loss and looking good. It's how you feel, which has really blown me away. And for me, to have energy all day, late into the night, is something you can't put a price on for as an entrepreneur, or just someone that's wanting to really live a fulfilled life and get the most out of life. So the product sets, depending on which country you're listening to this from, the prices will vary, so will the sets, but there's various sets of various prices to suit everyone's budget. But these are some of the base ones here in Australia. I love the Go Green one for $350 to get all the plant-based products from all your super greens, fiber, minerals, vitamins, probiotics, enzymes for $12.50 a day. It's just a no-brainer, you know, to think that people spend $12, $15 on a sandwich and Coca-Cola that's actually clogging their body up, making them fat and sick, and for that same price you can get everything your body needs. You know, it really is, for me, it's a no-brainer. And the other sets, they're fantastic too, with the meal placements, make it very convenient, tastes great, digest well. Again, you can see the price breakdown per day. So they're the sets, guys. That's the product side. If you want more information on the products, we've got incredible product videos that have just been released. So make sure you ask the person who introduced you to this webinar tonight to give you a copy of those, because they're very educational. If you are the sciencey type, go for your life. But the main thing is they work, guys. My favorite quote is, you've got no idea how good your body was designed to feel until now, till you give your body everything it needs. And that's what we're doing. So With a great product, you've got a great business opportunity. And, for my philosophy is any great product in the world, wouldn't we all love to work for them? If your favorite shoes are Nike, don't you want to work for Nike? Well, maybe you're not like me, but that's what I was like. So yeah, Your Health's a great brand, great company, and it's got a great opportunity right now. So let's talk about it. Okay. On a business level, there's a massive shift. Okay. And for me, a great business provides solutions to the world's biggest problems. I see so many sort of entrepreneurs, they're just trying to create a product just to make money. And I just think that's the wrong philosophy. They're not really trying to help anyone or make an impact. They're just trying to make a buck. Where we can do that too. Don't worry, I'm not against making a buck, but if you can make an impact on people's lives, I mean, you can't compare that. So let's look at some of the problems in the world today. The first one is, okay, there's a big crash in the economy happening, and basically, I've seen this firsthand. Some of the closest people to me, university graduates, can't find work, and the ones that are finding work are getting paid less. Why is that? We've got an oversupply of graduates and an undersupply of jobs, meaning that drives the price down because people are willing to do more for less. So basically, I know a lot of people going in for jobs right now, and the employees are saying, hey, what's the cheapest you'll work for, and what's the most hours you'll do? Maybe not in those words, but that's what's happening to the economy, and a lot of people are being left in thousands of dollars of HECS debts and struggling to find work and working, local retail jobs. Nothing against that, but I'm guessing that's not what they studied for. Unemployment's on the rise and it's reached a 12-year high. It's going to continue to get worse. Why is it going to get worse? I'll show you shortly. Also, this is one thing you've got to think about for your future. People Gen Y, even a lot of Gen X, but definitely Gen Z, so anyone from sort of, under 35, you're not going to get a retirement package. You're not going to get a pension. And you need at least $2 million in savings in that superannuation for retirement, meaning you probably will never retire if you're just working a straight job because you'll never save $2 million. And, people's supers and 401ks or whatever country you're in, what you call it, they're very flaky. And, I know my grandma, for example, lost half of hers overnight in the recession. Okay. So it's definitely not safe. And it's why they're predicting a lot of people are going to work to very old age and they're not actually ever going to retire. This is the biggest one that concerns me for people is jobs are being outsourced overseas and to robots. They predict 50% of jobs currently in existence will be gone in the next 5 to 10 years from robots alone. And that doesn't include all the jobs that are going overseas to Asia where they do a better job for half the price. So scary times. And that's also why at the top, people are unemployed, not going to save, are getting paid less and all the above. So make no mistake, this is a new depression, and it's actually not a depression, it's a new economy. This is just the way forward. When robots are building houses, cars, taking over human jobs, there's a depression coming, and Kiyosaki's been talking about it for years. The Australian bubble's about to burst, and there's going to be a lot of people hurting worldwide, and that's where we have an incredible opportunity for people to start this part-time, still work their job full-time, but really set up not only the rest of their lives, not just set up their security, but help them earn a fortune, which we'll talk about shortly. And as you guys know, obesity, disease, digestive issues, depression, they're all on the rise. That's no surprise either. And again, we've got a pretty good solution that can help with that. Okay, it's not going to cure all that. You can't eat McDonald's and sit on the couch all day and take our products and look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But you guys, I think you guys get the point. So with that, let's look at this trends of this industry. So how's network marketing gone through a global financial crisis globally? Well, as you can see, during the global financial crisis, it actually got stronger and stronger and stronger. So direct sales network marketing, this is the future of distribution of goods. Retail, is somewhat not dead, but it's hurting. It's hurting a lot. And this is the distribution method of the future. Word of mouth is what 84% of people believe is the best way to buy a product these days. So look at these stats. You're in an industry, it doesn't matter if the economy is good or bad, this industry thrives, and the experts are predicting that the growth has not even begun, which is just scary to think about. And for experts to say the growth hasn't begun and to see the size of this industry, a lot of people don't treat network marketing as a legitimate business model. Well, I got news for them. It is a $178 billion a year industry. It's 10 times bigger than the music industry. This is a ginormous industry, guys. It works. It's 50 years old. It is legitimate. If there's a tangible product, it's well priced. They're not trying to get you to buy $10,000 at once. This industry is legitimate, and it's endorsed by some of the most respected business experts on the planet, and it employs millions and millions of people, and it's actually going to liberate millions and millions of people in the future from that financial crisis we just talked about previously, because I'm just an example of someone that it's completely saved my life to a degree. So direct selling is about wealth creation, but wealth doesn't get created overnight. But this is the philosophy of a normal income. You're meant to get paid more and more every year, and then retire on a third of what you couldn't afford to live on anyway. But in those recent graphs that I just showed you, our income isn't growing and we're not getting a pension. So people, we're in big trouble, and we need to start looking at other things. Is network marketing the only way in the world to make money? No. I highly suggest you start buying real estate, but real estate's too slow. I don't want to retire when I'm 75 and wait for my house to be paid off in 30-year mortgage. I want to make money now. In network marketing, you get paid now. You've seen my first 4 years. If I was doing my landscaping apprenticeship, I'd still be on my $12.50 an hour, coming and just laying bricks, probably still mixing cement, So you get paid a good amount if you perform as you learn. So network marketing, if you build it right, it works on multiplication. Okay, and when you hit critical mass and people all get on what's called a hook point in this industry, where they're making more money than the products cost them, they'll never quit. Okay, so that's the philosophy of network marketing, and this is what arguably the most respected economist of all time, economist to the last 2 US presidents, best-selling author 9 times, believes there will be 10 million new millionaires created in the combination of health products and network marketing. I don't think a lot of people have any idea the concept of how many people 10 million is. That is half of Australian population, just about. And that's millionaires. So we're looking for people that want to be part of that statistic. But it's not going to be handed to you. The 10 million of them will have to work hard. Don't make no mistake about that. Who else is endorsing the industry? Randy Gage wrote an incredible book a couple of years ago. He believes there'll be 40 million new people enter the profession in this next sort of couple of years. So you want to get on this now. You don't want to get on this in 10 years when everyone gets on it, okay? You want to get ahead of the trends. Warren Buffett, the most successful investor in the history of mankind, has bought 3, I think he might even be up to 4 network marketing companies now, and says it's the best investment he's ever made. When the best investor in history is buying network marketing companies, alarm bells should be going off in your head that this is maybe a little bit of a good thing, okay? And there's Paul Zane Pilsner again, just talking about that, network marketing's growth still hasn't even begun. So we're riding the network marketing trend. We're also riding the health trend, the supplement trend, and look at the consistent growth of health supplementation since in the last 15 years. And the exciting part is it's still projected to grow a lot stronger, okay? Why? Because more and more people are realizing what's in their food isn't enough, okay? Convenience health is the future. So it's predicted to reach 84 billion by 2020. So that's a pretty good trend to ride. And another trend to ride is the Your Health bandwagon. Why Your Health? Well, it's a great company. It's been given A+ ratings by experts in the industry. Dr. Charles King, who is a Harvard business analyst. Okay, Robert Paul, former head FTC general counsel, says Your Health has the right product, right time, right place, all the above, and safe for the FTC. Now, that might not mean too much to you, but a lot of people are skeptical about these business models. Well, what's the FTC? The FTC are the ones, if you've watched The Wolf of Wall Street, that locked up Jordan Belfort. So when you have people from that organization endorsing the company, you're with someone doing some things right. So you can feel pretty safe here. And then within the industry, the vice president of the Direct Selling Association, which only 250 companies are on, and it takes a 52-week audit to even get on this board, and we're on it. He believes Your Health is on trajectory to be one of the biggest companies in the DSA because we're doing it right. Okay, and then we've won fastest growing company awards in America. Throughout their growth in Mexico, ethics awards there, and obviously the company's foundation has been set. Okay, we're past the sketchy 5-year mark, where 95% of companies go under, and now the fun begins. Now the expansion begins. Now the new cities, the new countries, riding the network marketing trend, riding the supplement trend, riding the Your Health trend, all combine into one for the perfect storm of opportunity. So again, that's the group there, guys. You've already seen that. That's what's possible. Some of these guys have only been doing the business a couple of months. And then most importantly, how do we get you started? Okay, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. I've got teams started, all over, from Sweden to UK to Asia. It really doesn't matter which part of the world you're on because of technology, but everyone generally should start the same because this has been proven and tested over my 4 years. So Obviously, to get started, you want to buy your set of products. And if you're going to do the business, you want to buy a business set. Price will vary depending on what country you're in and logging into from tonight. But from there, we want to do your training in the first 48 hours. I don't recommend you talk to anyone until you've been trained, because most people get a little bit too excited, a little bit too carried away, and we try and explain stuff over the phone and we burn all of our context. So I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want you to have to go and pester and be a sales pest to your first 20 friends. We want to show you how to do it tactfully, how to just be yourself and not come across as a sales shark. Just trust me on this, guys. You want to wait, okay? From there, we get you to fill out your pre-party training booklet. And all we get you to do, probably take you 20 minutes, is write down your why. We basically get you to establish your goals. Where do you want to be in 5 years? What do you want to earn? What would you do with that money? What would you do with that freedom? What would you do if you didn't have to go to work every day of your life in 5 years' time, okay? Also, we want to find out what you're not willing to settle for. Okay, what you're sick of, and we basically just do a really good life exercise that I believe everyone should do, and really just goal setting out our next 5 years, because here you can actually achieve it. At your job, I could never afford the house I'm living in. Doesn't matter what job I did. And then also, we get you to write your list of the 50 people that you want to work with, help, assist, all the above, so we can sort of show you how to approach them. Okay, then we go through the training. So in the training, we help you with your why, get clear on the why, your values, your goals. Okay, we help create your success mindset, because success in this industry is very simple. There's just some graphs and a few videos. The hard part is the mindset. Okay, so we show you some basic concepts on how to frame your mindset right for success. Because success, 90% mindset, 10% skill set. The skills are the easy part. From there, you get full access to our invite tools that helps create buyers, okay? Why do we want to create buyers? Because you don't want to be doing meetings with people that aren't interested in what you have, because their time's precious, so is your time. So what we do is we qualify all the people we talk to by just sending them a link. Some of the credibility I've already shown you from the most credible people in the world talking about network marketing and the future growth. We send those to your prospects and say, just recommend it like you normally would anything. We get you to invite like you would recommend your favorite cafe, okay, except about the business. And all you do is send an article or a video for someone to just look over that's very brief. It's kind of like a movie trailer, and that basically highly qualifies them to come in to the meeting. And then, we show you how to do your first 20, okay? From there, really, really simple, is you want to try and bring 7 guests in 7 days. So you want to get 7 people to see this presentation that you've just seen tonight, whether that be one-on-one, whether that be online like here, or whether it be in your city where you've got a big city presentation or a house party. It really doesn't matter. It's the same slides, it's the same concept, no matter what we do. So generally what we've found is if you follow this plan, you will hit Rising Star in your first 7 days. You'll hit the first position in the comp plan, and you'll be, depending on your ratios, you'll probably go close to breaking even or making a profit in your first week. Okay, and then also we help you host your launch party. Some people want to do a launch party from day one. I know a lot of my top guys are like, Dave, I just want to have 5-6 people around at my house and pitch to them all at once. Okay, so if you want to do that, that's cool. If you want to wait a couple of weeks, that's cool, and do more than one-on-ones, just get your 7. Okay, so that's the simplicity of our business model, guys. Get started. We take you through the training. We get you to invite your first 20 to 50. We get 7 guests in 7 days. And what I normally find is you'll get 1 or 2 want to do the business, 1 or 2 want to use the products, and you'll probably get 1 or 2 not interested, and 1 or 2 still thinking about it. And that's all right. Even if you're a slow starter like I was, I went 12 weeks without getting Rising Star, but I sort of made a little bit of a late comeback. So that might be you, but we want to get you paid fast. We want to get you off to the best start possible. We want to get you or overcome. We don't want you to have to fail like we did for the first 12 weeks, okay? So that's pretty simple, and that will get you to Rising Star generally. And then when you create 6 Rising Stars in your team, doesn't have to be personally sponsored, just in your team, you're already at the car bonus level. And we've actually had a few people hit that in their first month in the last 2 consecutive months. So we're moving this thing at speed. However, we do have an ongoing long-term system with trainings, webinars, more support than you can probably ever attend. So don't get me wrong. Yes, you can make fast money, but the goal here is to create long-term wealth. So that's pretty much it, guys. Pretty short presentation tonight. Chat to the person who introduced you here tonight. If you want to see more videos and info, ask them for it. They will send you it. They've got all the links and whatnot. And then, if you guys really do want to do something big, want to play big, want to do something incredible with your life, want to be part of something special, crazy things are going on right now. We're expanding through all over Asia, globally, Australia-wide. We're breaking into new demographics. It's an exciting time to be part of the business. And, if you've got to be at the right place at the right time with the right company, but you've got to have the right attitude and you've got to do the work. So, if that sounds like you, would love to meet you, love to work with you in the future, and hopefully I see you on my Sunday night webinar training, and hopefully you're already rising star by then because you've got started and already rocking, got a team, got a customer base, and one step closer to living out your dream, whatever that may be. So thanks for joining us tonight, guys. Hope you got a lot out of it, and look forward to chatting to you all, meeting you all soon.